This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions. I just wanted to let you know before we start the podcast that I am doing an online podcast course, how to be able to create, get your guests, scale it and monetize it. So please do go to abmpodcastcourse.co.uk and go into the contact us bit. I'm looking for new people to be able to be a podcast creator and really to be able to develop their skills and knowledge into a podcast. So as I said, go to abmpodcastcourse.co.uk and sign up. Thanks. This is the Absolute Business Mindset Podcast. This is a quick podcast which will give you insight into business. I will share my thoughts, ideas from content leaders and experiences from my life. And I hope you'll have a few aha moments on this journey. Today I'm going to talk about sales funnels. So as a young business owner, as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur who's starting out, especially if you're in the knowledge industry or in the education industry, it's incredibly important to have a sales funnel. Very high level, a sales funnel is being able to have free events, and then you tailor further down the funnel to paid events that you're then able to generate revenue from. And I'm going to give you a bit of a left field. I'm not a fan of wrestling, WWE, but this was the example that was given to me when I was on a course a year or two ago. And it's always stuck in my mind as a really clear way of being able to use a sales funnel. So there's 3 layers to this sales funnel for wrestling. And there might be other ones, but I'm not too familiar with the exact business model. But basically, the level where most people sit, or the majority of people sit who watch wrestling, is on TV. So there will be various weekly episodes of wrestling every week on TV. And this is where it's free and the most people sit in. So this gives them the greatest exposure to the greatest numbers at the top of the sales funnel. Then if you go down the sales funnel, you go to paid TV events. So there's WrestleMania and various other things that wrestling have special events that you watch on TV, just like boxing. But this qualifies people that they are serious or more serious about wrestling than the people who just watch the TV events. And in the TV events, the weekly TV events, there'll be heavy publicising, a lot of advertising of these paid TV events, these special events that are on TV, and you do a box office deal. And what that means is you are now bought into the sales funnel. You are interested enough that you go further down the funnel, and you will find that the number who watch just the TV programs, who watch the TV paid events, it reduces. And that is natural, because you're asking someone to invest a little bit of their time and money into wrestling. So this reduces the number, and this then actually generates generates revenue. And then if you go down further into that sales funnel, so there's less people again, you get the paid live events. Now they're all over America, all over Europe. They travel when we could travel. And this is even smaller number than the paid TV events and the weekly TV episodes. But again, you're reducing the numbers, but you're raising the value. You're raising the amount that people need to invest in being a wrestling fan. So it pricks people's interest on TV. You then go to the paid events. People get more bought into the characters, bought into the show, and then you then bump people with more expensive tickets, live events, and this is where you make a lot of your money, is through this sales funnel onto the bottom level where it's paid live events. Right, I just thought I'd give you an insight into the sales funnel. I think you should think about having a sales funnel. It's a really important and interesting place for you to increase your exposure and reduce the numbers, but make higher value events. So hopefully you found that useful. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.